yes, watching this revelation by JJ Okocha really made me understand. Some of us were kind of angry, judging him that he, despite how good we perceive he was, and him being good is undeniably one thing you cannot take away. Yeah, everybody, both the good and the bad, those that hate him and those that love him, we all agree to one fact that JJ Okocha is an exceptional player and was a very exceptional in all area. When you talk about his love for the game, you see passion, you see. So many of us were kind of asking, why didn't this guy go to the to maybe Manchester United? Because we heard news that Manchester United were looking for him. Just we are feeling like, oh, he played in PSG, why not go to any of these big teams like the same way Kanu Nwankwo did? And we are judging him, and I was like, but I didn't know this man have always been a man that have chose contentment, happiness, passion, love over maybe financial gain. Yeah, seeing this revelation, watching this video right now.
One fan approaching me and said, thank you, you've put Bolton in the European league. So Bolton initially for me was, I thought I would just play maybe a season or two and then move on. But we struggled in our first season, and I never saw people so passionate about their club and the love that they showed me. You know, I was like, oh, maybe I found a home. Initially I signed 2 years contract, so the second season of course was going to be my last. So they now made me captain of the team.
Were there any offers to like a top 4 side?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you still said no?
Yeah. You know,
you chose
and I knew
happiness.
And I knew that I could help the team grow. I felt wanted. In some clubs, you know, you feel like you're just one of. You know, but when you've been given a huge responsibility to help a club grow, it's
and
a
the
challenge.
Fans love you.
It's a challenge that maybe every football junkie will take up. My presence helped attract some other good players, and then we went from a struggling team to a mid-table.
Now really has gone a long way to change my mindset, and it really kind of opened up a new puzzle in my heart, and I was like, do we still have people like this in football? And the answer still remain like passion is no longer in football. People have come to understand that football is all about what you can get now. The now mentality, even among, I'm not trying to say about just African players, because I even really think if there's anybody that should have this mindset of getting it right now, is I think maybe African players, because of the kind of the pride most of them are coming from a deprived background. Yeah, so they only see football as an escape route from poverty. So I wouldn't blame them for that. But for a man like JJ Okocha, coming from that same background, having a love and passion just to prove a point, I think it goes a long way to show that he was truly a legend. Yeah, I just know that I just kind of feel the part, the unsaid part of his heart, and I wish we can still have this crop of players right now, which I know is very hard. It's something I keep asking, and that's why I just look at the Super Eagle right now. You just see people. And another player that kind of, I think, really fall between this line is John Mikel Obi. Yeah, we've heard about players that have made a lot of sacrifice in the team despite not being appreciated. I think, yeah, he has done that as well. But you see, JJ Okocha, you've really made my day with this, and I think people need to start speaking up. People need to start letting us know those untold story about yourself. Yeah, and FANZVIBE is going to create a platform for that, where we'll be meeting you guys to hear from you. There are some unsaid stories that you people really need to tell us, and maybe that will go a long way to shaping the mindset of most of our upcoming footballers, most of our upcoming sportmen, even if not just footballers, most of our youth. Yeah, I must say and it's undeniably to date, you still happens to be one of Bolton Wanderers' finest. You really made a mark. You made Premier League sweet for us. I could remember those days, Bolton Wanderers versus Arsenal. Those were one of those fixtures we don't joke with. Yeah, but like I keep saying, the rest is history, and it will be very unfair for anybody to play down on what you have done. I think outside Paris Saint-Germain trying to recognize you and Bolton, I think the Premier League need to recognize your impact. They need to come out and agree. You mustn't play in all this top 4 football for them to recognize you. They need to come out and maybe make a statue of JJ Okocha in Premier League. I'm not just talking about Bolton Wanderer. Yeah, they need to create an award in the PFA for JJ Okocha. I think they need to create an award section, even if they say the most skilled. Maybe the same way they created this other award section, even in the Ballon d'Or, where they talk about the John Cruyff Award, they should create it in the EPA. You understand, like the Thomas Gerrard, or maybe they should just create something, because you are a legend and they need to kind of seal your name in the sand of time. You are not a kind of a person that should be forgotten. JJ Okocha, you've paid your dues, you've done everything. If you happen to be a South American player, or maybe somebody from maybe one of these European nations, I don't really think that they will forget about you so soon. Forget about the trophy we are talking about. It's not that we are dying for trophy. Yeah, forget about the trophy. We are talking about what you have done for football. You have done more than what most of this legend that they are praising in Europe. Most of this legend that they are calling their name in Europe, JJ Okocha, you have done more than them. So I'm saying that they need to maybe if I would even think that Nigerian government should name a stadium after you. Yeah, they should name a stadium after you. And I keep saying it until people like you come, and that's why I was suggesting the other time when I made a poll about who should take over the NFF, because I feel that only those that have the heart for a better society, when they lead, that's the only part. That's when changes and reforms can come through. So, and I brought out the 3 persons I've seen in the Super Eagles team. I talked about Kanu Nwankwo, I talked about John Mikel Obi, and I talk about Austin JJ Okocha. And to me, many persons were kind of talking about others, though I was trying to create a conversation. But I felt that JJ Okocha, you have one of the quality to lead the NFF to our glory days. Yeah, so, and I think people like you need to come into leadership, into the administrative aspect of football, of the Nigerian football, to cause a revolution. Yeah, so we need people like you, JJ Okocha, to come down. I don't know if you are trying to be too political correct. You don't want to be in the spotlight. You just want to do your thing, live your private life, keep making the cool rubber. But no. It goes beyond that. Yeah, if there's nobody in Nigeria that have told you, that have said thank you to you, just like that Bolton Wanderer player, a fan that came to tell you thank you, I am coming to say thank you on behalf of FANZVIBES, on behalf of, because anybody on FANZVIBES really love football. So everybody here, on behalf of everybody here on FANZVIBES, I'm saying a big thank you to everything you've contributed to the world of football, everything you've contributed to the Nigerian Super Eagle. I'm saying thank you, and I'm saying, and in my dialect they say etobedike nanko mereme omeko ozo. Yeah, so, and I feel that since that we have praised you for what you've done, we want you to do more. And the more I want you to do, JJ Okocha, is I would want you to come to the leadership of the NFF, yeah, or maybe just handle one of these football clubs, and maybe at the administrative level, the same way Kanu Nwankwo is doing with Eyimba, the same way Finidi George is doing with Rivers. Just come and just get involved, please. We need people like you. Just look at Pep Guardiola, look at what they are doing. We need people like you, people that command authority. Yeah, you fail sometimes, but definitely you still win. Yeah, so please, Austin JJ Okocha, we need you. This is FANZVIBES. If you know you've watched this video up to this point, type FANZVIBES in capital letter and Let me know what you think about Austin JJ Okocha. Do you think he's truly appreciated, or do you think he's not appreciated enough? And would you want him to lead the Nigerian Football Federation? And do you think when he leads, he's going to cause a positive impact? Let me know your opinion. Let me know what you think about JJ Okocha and his playing time, and let me know your favorite aspect of JJ Okocha. What's that game that you cannot forget about JJ Okocha? Let me know that game you watched about JJ Okocha that you cannot forget. Your best moment of Austin JJ Okocha. Please, this is Fans Vibe. Love, like, share, and comment. Your like and your share will definitely help us to grow. We have a lot in the storehouse, but we can't do it. We can't go far unless you let us know. You keep sharing and keep maybe commenting. Thank you very much. Till we come again. This is Fans Vibe. Blah.